Good morning. Thank you for joining us this morning. We're here as a team working with you or talking with you about the health and care industries. Myself is Naomi. Can't even say my own name this morning. Talk about getting started with a muddle. So my name's Naomi Mara, and I'm the head of the Health and Social Sciences Department. And with us today we have Sarah. I'll let her introduce herself.
Hi everybody, my name's Sarah and I'm Head of Animal Studies.
Will you go? Shall I go? I'll jump
Yeah.
in. I'm Anthony. I'm head of sports. I'm head of the sports department.
Hi, I'm Nicola Thompson. I'm the head of the early years department.
So we're here to answer any questions for you this morning about these big subject areas. As you may have already had a chance to have a look, these subject areas are large areas within the college, and lots of students look at them, and sometimes they are not sure between our different areas which one would best suit them, which is why we're here together, hopefully to answer some of your questions and be able to give you some guidance this morning. In the Health and Social Sciences Department, we have two sections of that. The first one is the Health and Social Care with Health Sciences, and then we have the Applied Psychology and Social Sciences.
Oh, I think we've got our first question coming in.
Excellent. Takes a little while, so apologise all. So in terms of how we're managing the COVID, again, that's slightly different in different department areas. Anthony, would you like to explain, particularly obviously with the sport, how you're managing with that?
Well, we do offer some home study guidance. We do offer some home study options. We obviously with sport there are some practical elements, so it can't all be solely home study, but there will be opportunities and options to study from home. So it's at different times, it's difficult times, and we're coming to terms with it. We offer a lot of online delivery. We upload of our lessons online and we engage during the live lesson time. So it's working really well at the moment.
Yeah, it's the same for me as well in animal studies, because obviously our courses are quite practical based. We're having the students in 50% at the time. So we've got on a rota, we've got week 1 and week 2. So the students come in for week 1, and during week 2, they're online undertaking their lessons live with us in the classroom, which is very different, but it's going really well actually. The students are really enjoying it. And then they come in for their practical sessions, because it's really important for us to embed those practical skills for you as they form part of our main exam in March time. So.
Excellent. So one of the questions that's come up is, what makes WSC better than others? So always a difficult question to answer. Nick, do you want to start with that one?
Yeah, I think that we look at our students as individuals, and we really work so closely with you and make sure that we meet your individual needs. You're never a number to us in our college. You're always a really special person. You're a big part of our team. You'll find it very different in college. Teachers treat you more as an adult, and you have that more of a rapport with your course directors, your teachers. You get lots of support in college. The personal support tutors are amazing. We have an amazing welfare team, and we're always there to meet everybody's needs, and there's nothing that we haven't really faced, and we'll always find a way to help you successfully gain your qualification.
I think it's important to add that we are a vocational college, so everybody working in the department and working in our fields does have vocational background and does have a vocational experience. So not only do we have that, we are also very highly qualified. I'll just speak on behalf of my department. Obviously myself and someone else are doing a PhD. We have other people that are masters qualified. I pinch Naomi to come and teach across in some of my programs, because she has a master's degree in a specific topic that is useful for me. So essentially what makes us better than everyone else is the staff, is the atmosphere, and it's the environment.
We make sure that we always fit the right people for that teaching, and that's something that Anthony's really highlighted there as well in his answer, is that, you know, we have specialist people delivering on these courses, and we do attract really amazing staff to support our students. And one of the things I think also makes it a really valuable is we have a principle at West Suffolk College of equal opportunity, and I think, and more than any other place that a person has studied, they will really feel it at West Suffolk College. You are an individual, and we will support you to actually be successful as a person, and that's really our value that carries through what we do. We've got another question that's come up, Sarah, that you might want to answer. Do the animal courses progress to become vets?
Wow. So to become a veterinary surgeon, there's actually lots of different routes you can take to become a veterinary surgeon. You can go and do sixth form, when you can do subjects such as maths, physics, chemistry and biology, which are obviously quite hard-hitting subjects. Or you can come and undertake our level 3 in animal management and study for the full 2 years of the programme. If you undertake the science route, which we're running new for September 2021, these actually provide you the modules you need to gain entry to the Royal Veterinary College, which is kind of like the biggest and best university when it comes to studying bioveterinary medicine or becoming a veterinary nurse. So we can certainly help you to achieve that goal. You do need to achieve distinctions in all of your modules, so it is a very, very hard task, but we can certainly help you get there.
Thank you, Sarah. We've got another question about a requirement of bringing a laptop for a sports course.
Yeah, I've got there's another one for sport underneath, so I think what I'll do is I'll just tie them both in together. So it's not essential to bring a laptop in. We do have access to computers, but ultimately it depends how your son works. If he finds it easy to take notes using a laptop, he's more than welcome to bring it in. We have availability to bring laptops in. So it's really dependent on choice and how your son decides to learn. And then with regards to links for work experience, as I mentioned earlier, we are a vocational college. We offer vocational experiences, and we do work very closely with different employers and different companies. We have a very strong link with Premier Sport, with Revolution Fitness, with Abbey Croft Leisure. So if we're looking at work experience opportunities, these are essential as part of the programme. All of our courses and all of the programmes in West Suffolk College, you will have to undertake some levels of work experience. And it's part of the programme. So I think we do pride ourselves on being a vocational college. So we do offer these vocational experience, which are worthwhile. Essentially, what we want to happen is that when you leave us, or at the end of your 2-3 years with us, if you apply for a job and they see that you undertook a course at West Suffolk College, the CV goes straight to the top of the pile because they know you're industry ready and you have that vocational experience.
Thank you, Anthony. So one of the questions is about the courses in general. All of the courses are equal to taking A-levels if you're taking a level 3 course. So we have level 1, level 2 and level 3, sometimes known as foundation, intermediate and advanced level. So if you're looking at the level 3 or the advanced level, that is the same as taking A-levels, and it can be depending on how long you stay with us, or particularly which course it is, that can be 1, 2 or 3 A-levels. So most of our level 3 courses are 3 A-level qualifications. With that, the next question is about how will I know my way around the college? Sarah, would you like to take that one?
Yeah, of course. So if you head to the website, we recently had this fantastic flyover done of the college campus. So you can actually watch live, and it's like Google Street View. You can have a look around the college and you can work your way around so you can see where you're going. Me personally, I sent out campus maps to all of my students over the summer holidays so they knew exactly where they were going when they started with us. I also did a really cheesy live tour on our Facebook, because we have our own Facebook group for our students specifically. And I did a live video with them where I actually walked them from reception to the animal centre, so they 100% knew where they were going when they started with us, because I know what it's like to feel anxious about change. And coming to college when you've been at school, especially when it's as big as our campus, is quite nerve-wracking, isn't it? So, we'll do all we can to make sure that you're comfortable for when you start.
Absolutely. And there's a related question for you, Sarah. Do I need to apply for an animal related job before starting the course?
Wow. I mean, all of our courses have mandatory work experience as an element. So that's really, really important. So you do need to apply for a work experience placement somewhere within the animal industry. You don't need to have a job specifically, but you do need to try and secure yourself a work placement. But we do have work placement officers that can support you with that once you start with us. But obviously competition is so high that it's important that you try and get involved in finding a place as soon as possible.
Thank you. So I think this is a question quite a lot of us can relate to as well. So for the course requires a uniform, well, we need to purchase it before the beginning of the course. I think we all have slightly different requirements there. So it might be just worth us going round and just talking about it. For the health and social sciences, there is a tunic requirement, but you usually get it at the start of the course. You don't need to have it before you start. Sarah?
Yeah, same pretty much. So we send out our information on how to buy your tunic. Over the summer, we create a summer workbook all about health and safety. Very exciting, but very, very important because of our animal centre. And part of the health and safety element is that you wear a tunic and steel toe cap boots when you're in the animal centre doing any sort of practical. So we will provide you with all of the information on how to purchase that. So you can purchase it once you receive that information, or you can wait until you start with us. But we do need it within the first 6 weeks, so that you can undertake your practical sessions.
Anthony?
We have a partnership with a company called Total Football, which supplies our sports uniforms, and it really depends on which pathway you're taking, depending on which type of sports kit you would require. We have a basic package which is essential for undertaking practical within the department. We also have a package which accommodates for our different sports academies we have. You can purchase it pretty much online. Over the summer, we'll send you a link on how to purchase the kit, and it will normally arrive by the time you start college up until October half term.
Nick?
For us, really, it's not a rush to purchase your college T-shirts that you need for placement, because we have to wait for your DBS checks to be in place. So you have a few weeks once you start college to actually then buy the T-shirt. But we have plenty of them in the shop that we have on site, so you can go at any time once you've got the money for it to go along and purchase the T-shirt. They are a requirement in our placements, especially when you're in childcare placements. You need to wear the T-shirt so you are recognised as a student, because the safeguarding, obviously, it's extremely important, and also it saves your own clothes from getting covered in paint and glue and glitter and whatever it is you'll experience in your setting. So they're not too expensive. They do a discount if you buy two. So this year they were doing a discount. So if you bought 2 T-shirts, it worked out at £25. So it's not too bad, and we don't require you to purchase anything else on our course. So for childcare, T-shirts are the only expense that you have for us.
Thank you all. There's a question here about the psychology course. The psychology course is a year, but we can and do wrap that up with other social sciences. So students progress to looking at criminology, law, or health and social care. We work individually with students to find out what their interests are with that. So the psychology is the first year of a program, but then continues into the second year of courses. The next question is over to you, Anthony, is about the football excellence course and about the grade entry requirements.
So for the football excellence and performance program, we offer 4 grades 4 are the entry requirements for that. As Naomi mentioned earlier, if we're looking at A-level equivalencies, our football excellence and performance program is the equivalency of 3 A stars at A-level. So, excuse me. So we offer 4 grades 4 the entry requirements for that. Ideally, if you would have maths and English alongside that as well. But I'm going to jump on to the next question as well, if you don't mind.
Yeah, that perfectly works.
It does kind of follow on. But across the health and care industries department, we offer programs from level 1 all the way up to potentially level 6. And so if we're looking at entry requirements, ask here, is there any flexibility? Potentially there may be some flexibility. There's definitely some flexibility within a sports department for entry requirements, because we offer such a wide range of different programs. We offer 1-year courses, we offer level 2 programs, and I'm sure the ladies that run the other departments will be able to offer the same programs as well. So there is elements of flexibility there if we don't get if the entry requirements aren't achieved. The most important thing is that you let us know and you speak to us and you communicate with us, because then we can then discuss these different options.
The college will make sure that we can support you to find the right course for you for your qualifications when you start. And we're really interested in your progression. So what we'll look at is the right course to make sure that you can progress to the next level. And that's really important for us all.
But you shouldn't worry, because if you don't get the grade for the course you originally applied for, then we will give you the advice and guidance to put you on the right course. So whilst we might not be able to put you on your original choice, that isn't because we're mean. It's because, you know, those grades are important for your exam potentially. So we'll just find you an alternative option, but that will be discussed with you, so you don't need to worry about that.
So the next question, I think there's quite a lot in relation to this, and it's about working closely with our local employers. I think we all would agree that we work very, very closely with our local employers, and we have a lot of connections with those. Some students go out and work with them, but we also work quite widely as well. So if a student lives further away, we have employers to some distance. Our radius for employers is actually very large. So it means that students often can get a placement that's actually closer to home when it comes to work placements. The next question is about DBS checks. Nicola, do you want to take that one?
Yes, certainly. For us, you do need obviously DBS checks done before you can go into placement to work in any care sector. But the college pays for your DBS, so you don't need to worry about that because they are quite expensive. All we require from you is the relevant documents for the DBS. So what we say to you is just try and make sure you've got those really important documents, such as a driving license, or if you've applied for a provisional driving license, or your passport. We need evidence of your address, things like that. So it's always good to have those things ready when you come onto your course, but we give you a list. You don't need to worry about that, and you do have plenty of time to get it organised, but it's actually paid for by the college, so you do not have to worry about paying for that, and we just guide you through it.
Thank you, Nicola. So that's the same for the Health and Social Sciences department, but that may not be the same in sport. Anthony, did you want to pick up on that?
No, we've got one of our programs that does require a DBS to be for part of the program, and that's all encompassed in the course fees. There's an upfront course fee which covers a clothing package, and this program is sponsored and works through a company called Premier Sport. And part of the program is that you'll undertake the academic studies here with us at West Suffolk College, and then you'll then go and work with Premier Sport, working in schools, doing lunchtime clubs, after school clubs, alongside the vocational and academic provision here. There will be DBS requirements for that program, but that is all a part of the course fee package.
Thank you. Sarah, is there anything you needed to include?
No, we don't have a requirement for DBS checks or anything like that, so no.
The animals don't insist on it.
No.
One of the quick questions here is can I park at college, and do I have to pay for parking? There is a parking fee for the college. I think you can pay for it per week or per day, but there is usually ample space. Well, there certainly has been this academic year, ample space for students to be able to park there. Nick, there's a question particularly for childcare here. Did you want to take that one?
Yeah, certainly. So you can apply for more than one course, but you don't need to worry, because you can apply for any course. And then if, for example, you didn't get the grades that you expected, then we will make sure that you're on the right level. We have 3 levels in childcare, and we have real options, so some real sort of more vocational courses that suit people more than others, or the more exam-based courses that are real A-level equivalents. So we've got a route for everybody. So you can just apply for one, and then, as Sarah said before, we really discuss it with you. We go through it with you and make sure we get you on the right course. So don't worry about it.
Thank you. So a question for you, Sarah, that was close to my heart.
It's one of my favourite questions, actually, because I love
if I'm
tarantulas.
scared of spiders for animal studies?
No, I mean, I am quite mean. I will try and encourage as many people to hold tarantulas as possible, because they're my favourite thing. And we have 5 in the animal centre. I've tried to get Naomi down there, but she won't go in. But yeah, we encourage students to set it as a target. We love you to face your fears and give it a go. You know, they're not as bad as you think. And the team are all very, very proficient in handling the range of animals we've got. So it doesn't matter if you're scared of spiders. You will be working in the room that they're kept in, but no one's going to force you to handle them. But if you want to set it as a target, it's a really good one to set to achieve throughout your time with us. So yeah, but you won't be forced to hold them, no. There's another question for me underneath, which is quite difficult to answer. I actually don't know anything about the Central College of Animal Studies. I've worked at another college previous to West Suffolk, and I can tell you that the Animal Studies department is a grade 1 department, which I'm very proud of. We work very hard to get you the grades that you deserve. The Animal Centre is a new facility. It was only built a year ago, and we're forever working to improve it. And we've got over 200 animals there. If you'd like to have a look at our Animal Centre, we've actually got quite a few videos on our Facebook. So just have a Google for West Suffolk College Animal Studies and you can have a look. But the benefit is coming to us is I've got a very fun, very vibrant team. We're all very motivated and very passionate about watching you succeed. So that's why you should come to us instead.
Okay. Anthony, did you want to be more specific about your department?
Yeah, I can do. Thanks. So, if we're looking at the sports department, I think we'll all vouch for this. We're all grade 1 departments. We're all all of us are outstanding courses. The sports department is one of the biggest and most successful departments in the region. So, if we're looking at reasons why you'd want to come to West Suffolk College, essentially the proof's in the pudding here. We produce the best high grades. We have the best success rates. We've got the best staff. We've got the best managers in the region. So why would you not want to come here? The sport course, we offer a wide range of different sports courses. We offer a level 2. We offer 2 different level 2 provisions, and then we offer a lot of different level 3 programs. If we're looking at equivalencies, going from a 1A level all the way up to a 3A level. And they vary dependent on career goals and career pathways. So we have a working in sport and the fitness industry, which would be looking at is slightly more vocational, slightly more practical, where you are working with schools, coaching sessions, and it's geared towards personal training, fitness instructing and coaching. We then have a sports science pathway, which again is we're looking at the progression onto university, and we offer sports coaching provision and sports coaching and development, provision, which is a level 3 program, which again lead us up through to university, and then we offer the football excellence and performance pathway. So we've got loads of different sports courses.
So in the Health and Social Sciences department, one of the things that we're very, very proud of is our support of students in their work skills development, particularly working with not only local employers to get you a really substantial work placement, but also some of the training we're doing. Our students this year who are really struggling with us getting them into placement due to the current situation have just actually gone on to start their British Sign Language course, which is an online course that they're going to be doing. So we're continuing to look at how we can develop everybody's skills here and make sure that even when we're not being able to go out and do the regular training, that their students are still getting their training and still developing their skills. And that British Sign Language is on top of a first aid program that they've just completed, and they're going to go on to do other types of work with West Suffolk Hospital. And I think those are what I think we work very, very hard with our students to make sure that we're meeting all of the variety of needs, but also making sure that when you are ready to move on, your progression, you've got lots of skills ready to make sure that you're ready to be the best person for the next step of your journey. Nicola.
Definitely. With us, we have so many directions you can go in. The college, as I said, we offer the 3 different levels, so the level 1, level 2 and level 3. So we offer cash training, which can lead you into becoming a childcare practitioner. So if you want to go and work in an early years setting, you've got that option. Or if you go on to do your BTEC level 3, you can go on to become a primary school teacher. I've had students go on to do psychology. This year, my course led a student to go on to criminology. So because we're offering such a high level, really it can take you in all different directions. I even had a lady that eventually went on to do a master's in nutrition from us originally. So we really, we can lead you into all different paths. For us, with the actual work experience side, our students are still out in placement. As you know, schools and nurseries are open, and so our students are actually getting the experiences they need to work with children. And you work in an age range all the way through from birth to 7 years, so you get a wide range. We also have a very, very close link to our university, so many of our students stay with us all the way through and then go into our university, which is a fantastic step really, and a really easy flow. If you don't want to go away from home, you can stay. You have many tutors that will stay with you all the way through. I have level 2 students that I used to course direct that I'm now teaching at university level, and I have some students that are now doing their teacher training that were originally my level 3 students, and they've worked all the way through with us, going right through into university. So we're there to hold your hand, not only through to level 3, but all the way through to level 6. So it's fantastic progression that we can lead you through. And I think we must be one of the only colleges that can do that for you.
Thank you, Nick. There's one question here about level 1 sport courses, Anthony. Do you want to take that, or do you want me to?
Well, I guess it would be best if you did, because it comes under you.
It does. So we have a program which is called a Foundation Studies, and that Foundation Studies is there to support all students who are developing their skills, particularly their maths and English, and their employability skills, as well as developing some academic practices. That program has a number of pathways, including a sport and public services pathway, which means that you have some modules that are focusing on sport and other modules that are helping you to develop your work skill ready and your learning ready skills. Lots of students then progress on to high level programs for that after that time. So it's called the Foundation in Health, Science and Care Industries, and that includes sport in there. We've got a lot of questions I want to pick up on about interviews. I don't want to be the person holding the communication all the time. Sarah, did you want to just let the people know what we're planning?
I can. There's quite a few questions for me as well afterwards, though. So I don't know if somebody else wants to just grab the interview question, and I'll answer the animal ones afterwards. I'm not passing the buck or anything, but
Well, there is one on here in terms of looking at face-to-face meeting with the tutors. Obviously, we'd love that to happen, and we'd love you to come and get to meet us and come and have a look around the college. And as soon as that is possible, we'll welcome you with open arms to come and have a look and come and meet the team and come and meet us all. Right now, we need to do what we have to do, and we'll speak to you online to make sure that everybody remains safe. So there will be remote interviews undertaken at the moment, and as soon as we're allowed to and it's safe to do so, we'd love to come and meet you, and you can come in and come and meet the tutors.
Brilliant. Thank you. And that's for all of us. So we're looking forward to talking with you soon. Sarah, did you just want to pick up those last 2 bits before we run out of time?
yeah, of course. So we've got a question about the Central College of Animal Studies again, which I have never been to, so I don't know anything about it. It says on here that they've got their own veterinary surgery, which is super cool. We don't have that. We don't offer veterinary surgery as a qualification. That's the level 3 in veterinary nursing probably. But no, we don't have our own veterinary surgery, so that is not an experience you would gain with us. However, we do have a very close working relationship with our vets. So obviously, because we have so many animals, we work very closely with the Bury St Edmunds Veterinary Centre. They're fantastic, and they offer to come and do talks to the students, so you'd still get that fantastic experience. But no, we don't have our own veterinary practice. And then there was a question about how you get assessed in animal studies. It really depends on which course program you start on. From level 1 to level 3, it's all very different. We run technical qualifications, so they are exam based and synoptic assessment based, but I can go through that more with you in person or virtually, one-to-one another time. But there is more information on our website, and you're more than welcome to email me if you want any more in-depth information.
Brilliant. Thanks, Zoe. Thank you, everybody who's coming to join us this morning. Thank you for giving up your Saturday morning, and we hope to have applications to be able to talk with you all soon. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye-bye. Bye.